What's up? This is Saladin Salam for King Corso, kind of depressing Neapolitan Mastino historical talk. What's going on? Hopefully, y'all having a lovely day. Just want to say a few things and keep things in their proper perspective. Alright, I'm overhearing, seeing that in some forums that a lot of you talking about me. Big deal. The corny part, you trolling, which is straight up whack. Straight whack. So let me just put things like I said in a proper perspective. One, mentorism, right? Kind of take that very seriously. The people that I look up to, because they got to be kind of stand-up people of things that what they do. Everybody's on the misconception that Mike Santilli is my mentor, my only solely mentor. Yes, Mike is a mentor of mine, but he's not the only one. I have plenty of mentors. In the corso breed, I really highly respect Derek Master. This is one of my mentors. One, I wasn't interested in showing dogs, period. He gave me an interest and a zeal, the more than likely to want to show a dog. He's the one, Derek Masto, who told me that the Cane Corso and the Neapolitan Mastiff was basically one of the same. It was the same breed of dog once upon a time. He shared that with me. And that was like almost 2 years ago. So I studied to find out that that was actually the truth. This is what good mentors do. They teach their students. They give them the do's and the don'ts, and it's up to the student to either take heed or don't, or disregard. So I kind of took heed to a lot of things that Derek has taught me. Derek Masto. Don Machete is another mentor of mine. I respect Don as a dogman. I respect Don as a dog breeder. I respect Don as a dog trainer. I respect Don as, just like I said, as a dog man. He knows how to breed dogs. He knows how to read a pedigree. He takes what he does seriously, and he's producing excellent dogs. Excellent dogs. He's a mentor of mine. Who else? Flavio Bruno is the historian of the breed. He's also a mentor of mine. Michael Essenstein is another mentor of mine. Me and Mike don't speak as often too much because of conflict of interest on the aspect of certain dudes that he's real cool with. I kind of don't respect them people. So we don't speak as often as once upon a time that we did. But Michael Essenstein has really taught me a lot. I really admire some of his work. A lot of the information that I'm basically conveying to you, especially with the corso history, I got from articles that he has written. I really don't know Shauna DeMars personally, so I can't say she's a mentor of mine. I can say that her articles that she's written were excellent, and I respect her as a dog enthusiast. And there are other people as well. I respect highly Tank McNeil, Queen City King Corsos. Really respect that man. I respect R.N. King. Really respect that man. I highly respect Alpha Kringo, Tyrone Wright for bodyguard kennels, because also too, in the aspect of the history of the dogs, they contribute a lot. It's not talked about. I don't think that the praises was given up. Even with Carlos Colon and Ty Nero, these guys was a part of something that was pretty phenomenal, and that story should be told. So if I ever do an article, or I should per se ever get interviewed with something, I'm definitely going to bring that up. But I'm bringing it up now. And again, I'm not hateful. You don't see me jumping on people's forums, bashing their dogs. I'm usually attacked first, so I defend myself, and I defend myself with the history and give up the history aspect of things. Mike doesn't look over my shoulder and tell me anything. A lot of articles I read, and I show and prove of where I got this stuff from. Mike has nothing to do with nothing. Sometimes me and Mike don't all the time agree with certain aspects. Like Mike said in the in Bully Badass interview that he doesn't believe that the corso could be white. I doubt that. There are white corsos. He also said that he doesn't believe that the piebald color, like traditionally, not his bloodlines didn't have it, but other bloodlines did have it. It wasn't a sought after color, but it's still there. It still gets produced. It should be shown. It should be recognized. So we kind of differ. Not to say that he's not my mentor, like, you know what I'm saying? But even the student and teacher, sometimes the student becomes a teacher. Real talk. Like, because we don't know, as human beings, we don't know everything. We don't know everything. And I'm not sitting up here saying that I'm an expert in corsos, even though some of you say that I am. And I respect that. But I tell you, do your own research. Don't take my word for it. Do your own research. I try my best and honestly to give you the facts. If that can't be respected, then it is what it is. You want to listen to these other guys that are giving you false information and etc., then do your thing. And another breeder that I highly respect, even though I don't agree to the certain extent that his style of dogs, is Mario Jones. Mario Jones is a good breeder. Very good breeder. Very stand-up dude. Very stand-up dude. Kevlar Kennels from Ohio. They're very official people. Nice corsos. Give you brief aspects of the history and show and prove on their website. Like, that's what's up. And keeping the dogs traditional. I'm one of those individuals, like, on some real stuff, to keep the dogs traditional. I'm not hateful of Italian dogs. It might come across like that to some people, but this is not the facts. In Italy, I'm quite, I frequent a lot of individuals over there that are trying to keep these dogs traditional and have kept these dogs traditional. Not a lot of mainstream breeders, but a lot of enthusiasts that, like I said, the mainstream breeders definitely know these guys, and these guys has been in the dogs for a long time. It's just like the aspect of Johnson didn't bring up other enthusiasts that was involved with the American Bulldogs back in the day that had these dogs, and these dogs were actually in their family and they were working these dogs. Same situation in Italy. So a lot of breeders didn't get mentioned. I happened to ran across some of these people, and these people are keeping the dogs traditional. I respect that. They respect me. Again, the aspect of me being a backyard breeder, because it is what it is. I'm not a mainstream breeder. I could be, and very quickly too, but choose not to. I like that title, Blackyard Breeder. Blackyard Breeder, Backyard Breeder. I like that title. The reason being, because I'm showing these show enthusiasts that what you thought that was authentic wasn't. You really came out your face. You came out your face wrong. You were belittling people because you thought because you spent $3,000, $5,000 on your dog was authentic. And again, when I came back in the breed, like 2015, officially, I had to play catch up because a lot of information that was given now was not the information in the past. So I had to learn. So I studied and I learned. And a lot of these dogs that you so-called have aren't as authentic as you thought it was. So now I'm bringing the facts up. So the reason why a lot of you are upset and mad, because what I'm saying is to be the truth. You're not selling puppies like once upon a time you was. This epilepsy thing is out of hand. This is happening more rapidly and common than one to believe. Real talk. And again, stick around. If you're a newcomer in the breed, you'll see what I'm talking about. A lot of enthusiasts don't like talking about the epilepsies. They make excuses for the epilepsy. One of the excuses is that, there's no test that you can test the dog to see if it has it or not. So the careful thing to do and logical thing to do is stop breeding those bloodlines. These enthusiasts know what bloodlines I'm talking about. They know what the bloodlines are and what certain dogs are. And these type of combinations that you get in a pedigree is, yo, I swear to you, this is the truth for the matter. I took 6 dogs, like 3 here, 2 from Italy, and 1 from Canada. And looked at their pedigree. All these dogs had epilepsy. Look at their pedigrees. All these dogs had the same common ancestors. That's not a coincidence. The Satilli bloodlines never had this epilepsy situation. So you can't say that all Italian dogs have the epilepsy problem, because that's not the truth. It varies in bloodlines. Just like in types of corsos vary in bloodlines. You, as an enthusiast, won't study. You want to go and buy brand. Be easy buying brand, because some enthusiasts really don't know what the hell they're doing. And they've been here for the longevity. And again, even with show judges don't know the actual fact of what a corso is. Only what's being presented in the show ring. So this is what I'm advocating too, that people that have traditional dogs, put your dogs in the show ring. Win, draw, lose, whatever, put them in the show ring. Put them in the show ring. Work those dogs. Breed them properly. And what my formula, when I'm doing is educating people to do these things. So if I'm wrong in that, and this is my passion, then it is what it is. You belittle people on the aspect of a color code. Color code. Do you hear what I'm saying? Color code. All these dogs are part Rottweilers, they this, they that, and this and that. And this wasn't the actual fact. This was not the truth for the matter. This wasn't the truth. Historically, the dog's always been pointed. This is where the Rottweiler get his color from. This is where the Rottweiler gets his color from. This is where a lot of breeds of dogs will get their colors from the Punesis, from the Roman gladiator dog that was in the Colosseum. And the actual fact of the matter, it wasn't the big sloppy Neo that you know of today. A traditional Neo is going to look like a corso. These are the facts. I don't write the history. I just research it and I convey the history. Which the problem is also too, you see my color of skin? That's another problem. That's another problem that a lot of you have. You don't like to admit that, but this is the truth. You hate to see that somebody that is supposed to have low intelligence, that's not supposed to know, basically surpass you in your passion. And you get tight with that. Instead of just taking heed and bettering yourself, you're going to try to condemn, you're going to try to belittle, and that stuff is corny at the end of the day. So you on my threads being trolls, well, like I said, at the end of the day, what I'll do is delete you, block you, and it is what it is. You keep popping up, I'll delete the comment and delete you. It's no problem. So your hate goes nowhere. I'm not on a lot of forums because the educational content is not to my liking. And again, if you people are saying that I'm wrong, then why don't you just, like I said, educational and respectfully defute what I'm saying? Defute it. Show and prove the fact that what you're saying. Show me the history. This is all I'm saying. Because when these facts come out, and the facts have come out, you get upset because your dog doesn't reflect that. You belittle all these people that are not mainstream or didn't get mainstream dog. Some people have Satilli dogs. Wait, one sec.